Hello, I'm Roikat. This video features two sets of free sounds and patterns made for the Teenage Engineering Pocket Operator PO-32, a drum synthesizer and rhythm machine in an inexpensive calculator-like retro-futurist bare circuit board format. In this first installment of this series, I'll provide a bit of background on the Pocket Operator PO-32 with a pattern demo and downloadable sounds later in the video. Future episodes will feature a more succinct format that gets to the downloads more quickly, but I thought it a good idea to include some additional explanatory content in this first video of this series. Note that there will indeed be talking in this video, so if you prefer no talking videos, please check out any of the previous videos on my channel, which all feature sweet, sweet music for your listening enjoyment. The Teenage Engineering Pocket Operator PO-32, also apparently known as the Tonic, is one of a number of similar small rhythm machines made by Sweden's Teenage Engineering. Released in 2017, it's been lumped in with Teenage Engineering's 2018 releases, the PO-33 KO sampler and the PO-35 Speak voice synthesizer, as the Metal series. These three units possess a more powerful architecture and are a bit more expensive than earlier Pocket Operator models. The PO-32 Tonic is the gold member of the Metal series, which is actually more indicative of the color of its packaging than anything about the appearance of the unit itself. The PO-32 Tonic is a hardware embodiment of Sonic Charge MicroTonic, a long-established VST percussion synthesizer which you heard in the intro. The MicroTonic plugin is a product of Sonic Charge developer Magnus Lidström, who helped develop the Teenage Engineering PO-32 as well. Sonic Charge MicroTonic is required to develop your own sounds for the PO-32 Tonic. Here we see two instances of MicroTonic as necessary to produce 16 drum sounds for the PO-32. The Pocket Operator PO-32 has the ability to save and exchange its sound and pattern data via a modulated audio tone, which can be recorded as an audio file. This was a fashion in which many early synthesizers, as well as early personal computers, stored their data, typically recorded to cassette tape in those days. This form of data exchange is arguably still useful today because the ubiquity of audio recording devices that can be used to record and store the PO-32's data tones. For example, with an app like AudioShare, you can carry a repository of your PO-32 sound and pattern data on your mobile device. A data dump of PO-32's 16 sounds and 16 patterns will produce a 3 megabyte, 36-second, 16-bit 44K WAV file. You definitely do not need to record PO-32 data with any resolution greater than 16-bit 44K. When I heard about the PO-32's retro data exchange implementation, I realized one could distribute PO-32 sound banks via YouTube videos, assuming the data encoding could survive YouTube's audio compression. Needless to say, before I got around to even purchasing a PO-32, the inimitable, indomitable, irrepressible, indestructible Jakob Hack of the Hack Attack YouTube channel had already provided proof of concept for YouTube distribution of PO-32 sounds and pattern banks by releasing several excellent sound sets of his own, which you should definitely also check out if you have a PO-32 Tonic. Because the PO-32 transmits its data as a modem-like tone, I should provide a disclaimer that there will be loud and annoying modem sounds toward the end of each of my PO-32 sound sharing videos, and Roikat is not responsible if you hurt yourself with these loud tones or overwrite PO-32 sounds and patterns of your own, which you should save first if you want to keep them. This robot graphic countdown will warn you when the PO-32 data tones are about to begin, at which time you should take off your headphones and prepare your PO-32 for data transfer. I'll include a brief tutorial on PO-32 data exchange later in this video. One of the things that surprised me about the PO-32 Pocket Operator is how small it is. I mean, I knew it would be small, but perhaps the many comparisons to a calculator made me imagine it as somewhat larger. Let's compare the Tonic size to a few more common household items. Here's the PO-32 next to a couple of old TV and DVD player remotes. Here it is next to an iPod Touch, which has similar XY dimensions to the PO-32. Notice how the Tonic makes the meat-whip anode synthesizer on the left look positively gargantuan. Here is the PO-32 in comparison to a Korg Monologue, a pack of guitar strings, guitar pedals, assorted fine cutlery, a telephone, a pair of men's size 12.5 sneakers, and Kit Kats. All the drum kits I've prepared so far for this series focus on the concept of kick bass, or kick drums with a distinct pitch that can multitask as a bass sound or can be layered in tune with bass sounds easily. Therefore, the banks will be organized by key and tempo. The sounds can of course be used at any tempo, but I've indicated the tempos of the patterns because the tempo in use influence the decay times of the drum sounds. Generally, longer decay times correlate to lower tempos, and vice versa. This video features data for two sound banks, a kick-bass drum set tuned to E minor, and a synth sound tuned to an E blues scale. This diagram shows the notes assigned to each button on the PO-32 in the synth bank. Note that the sounds are tuned to just intonation, because if it was good enough for Muddy Waters, it's good enough for Roikat. Let's listen to a demo of the sounds and patterns in this set. Following is a preview of the sounds in these pocket operator banks. The pocket operator PO-32 Tonic can send and receive sound and pattern dumps via data transferred as a modulated audio tone, a common feature of early computers and synthesizers. It can even transfer data via its internal speaker and microphone, so you could potentially download the sound banks encoded later in this video just by holding your pocket operator near your mobile device, a speaker, or even between a pair of headphones. But for nearly 100% reliability, and to prevent having to listen to those grating data dumps through speakers, you'll want to use wires. To transfer sound and pattern banks to your PO-32 via wires, connect the audio output of your device to the left audio input of the pocket operator. Press Accent and Sound to activate receive mode on the pocket operator to initiate a download. If you ever forget that, it's printed on the back of the device. Note that if you have the pocket operator plugged simultaneously into both an input and an output of your audio interface and recording enabled in your DAW, there is the possibility of a feedback loop through the PO-32 depending on your monitoring configuration, so watch out for that issue. Coming up is the modem tone to download the E minor 89 beats per minute drum bank. The data tone would be loud and screeching, so please remove your headphones or turn down your monitor volume and prepare your pocket operator to receive data. Following is the data tone. Bank 1, transfer complete. Next is the modem tone to download the D blues scale synthesizer sound. Once again, be careful with the volume. Here comes the data tone. 2. Transfer complete. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and activate the notification bell to be notified when I release new videos. Visit the Roikat YouTube channel for additional free pocket operator sounds.